So, if you're anything like me, you've been... Oh my god, I almost died. I did not think cars could even fit through that alleyway. So, if you're anything like me, you've been fangirling pretty hard over the DJI Pocket 3 you're thinking of pouncing, and it's my job to save you from yourself. You're throwing $20 bills in the air, you're ridiculous. I have to be the bad guy to tell you what might be deal-breaking flaws in that thing. I watched so many more reviews. Side rant on those later on. I found several deal-breaking flaws that might keep me from buying it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the superior DJI Action 4 with a Glimmerglass 3, and I'm not trying to be a hater here. I'm trying to convince myself not to buy the thing. And so I'm just like, there's got to be something, a deal-breaking flaw. I found several. Let's just side rant about the reviews I've had to watch and endure. Each one was fantastic. This is not an insult to other reviewers. You're way better than me. What do I even do? I just walk around my streets when I get a camera. Fantastic reviews. The only problem is it's the same damn video over and over again. You're a brochure. You're a travel brochure infomercial. Like, it's an advertisement. Going through all the same specs. It's like, we know the screen flips up and turns the thing on. It's in the spec sheet. You don't have to repeat it. Oh, so much repeated brainwashing in my brain. Help me. Okay, first deal-breaking flaw. You might think this is a benefit. You can't stop down the toniature. I didn't even think of that. Like, okay, you're cool with your blurry background. I don't have one. I'm on an action cam. Everything's sharp back there. I'm actually the one out of focus. It sucks. It's amateur. So you get like a nice in focus and blurry background. It's cool sometimes, but every review I'm watching, it looks a little too much blur. That's the biggest truck on earth. Why'd you make a left turn? Who are you gonna kill? Who will you kill next? I go through various different phases in my life where I'm like, yeah, I want a super blurry background. And then lately I've been appreciating 3D pop more. So like, the background is still nice, you're seeing stuff. That's the funnest part of any vlog, the background and the people who are waving and doing weird. I have like kids dancing and I don't see it till I get the footage back, and it's hilarious. Completely thrown off. Whatever I was saying, I saw a kid and I was just like, mind blank. He erased my mind. You're gonna blur it out and there's no way to change it. You can't stop it down. It's just one fixed aperture. So that kind of hurts. The second deal-breaking flaw is the fact that the battery is built in. We all know this, but I've had several commenters comment on my video saying, yeah, my Pocket 1 is dead. I can't use it anymore because it's a built-in, you can't replace the thing. So it does happen. So like, it's gonna last a certain amount of time. But like, every camera has its flaw. Sony X3000, the sensor becomes unglued and you lose focus. Like, that's annoying. But most cameras, like a GoPro 11, should be able to be used for like 50 years. Nothing will come out better in that time. Third annoying thing is there's no 3.5mm mic jack. Some of these I've mentioned in the other review, but like, that really is annoying. You need a dongle, you have to use Bluetooth to get thyroid aids. It's not right. Bluetooth clearly radiates the body. People are like, oh, it's low power. Yeah, but constant power. And your phone gives you bursts of high power, so you're getting the worst of both worlds. Where it's like Bluetooth constant low power and then Wi-Fi bursts. God. It's not healthy. So no 3.5mm mic jack, and no way to get one either. So you're dongling your way through life. What the hell is that? That ain't right. That's too tall. It's too tall for Halloween. Those are Ronald McDonald's in a tree. I don't like that whole house. The whole vibe at your house and your neighbor. We'll see you both in hell. Fourth point. Can't put the wide angle or mist filter away with the case. Now this has several deal-breaking flaws attached to it. Not only can you not do that, you have to pick it off, put it in the case awkwardly, guaranteed fingerprints. That's why people's footage looks worse than mine. Nothing could look worse than this, I realize that. Wide angle lens, you think you're all super happy. Oh, you have to take it off every time you want to start. Second thing attached to that, you know the little case, it sticks on the back, so you have a GoPro adapter thing, and then I could clip it on here. Can I? That case, don't quote me on this, I don't think that little adapter will fit in the case, so you also have to take that thing off. You're building a frickin' deck every time you want to vlog a little segment. You have to build and put things together. There was other things attached to this super flaw. The mist filter, not only is it out of stock forever, it's too strong. It's too ass strong. What were they thinking? And there's no other way to, like, you need a mist filter, don't you? Look at the misty thing you're witnessing here. You need one for digital bitch footage. It's too strong. So we have to wait for Freewell. Will they do it? I don't know. They do the NDs. They're not huge fans of mists for action vloggers. They don't think we deserve it. We do. And the last thing attached to this whole deal-breaking connection thing with that case, when you put your clip on, your gimbal is just exposed now. There's no way to protect the thing as you clip it on here and you move on to your next segment. Oh, I'm going to bring it out now. It's just like, I go shopping, I take my bag off, and I'm very careful, but that thing, that's awkward. It's a gimbal. You're going to break something just buying watermelons. You're going to break the damn thing. So, like, there's no way to put a lens cap on it. Whereas this, I got my little hack, and I could put an actual lens cap on it. Take that. So while everyone's focused on how does the footage look, is it beautiful, look at, I got a blurry background. There's all these user case scenarios where you're, every day of your life, when you bring it out to film, you're going to be like, damn it, I have to take this off and do this. Oh, there's fingerprints on it. I need a cloth. You're going to borrow a cloth from this dead freak hand. Look how close focus I can get on this action. Wow. So in focus. That's demonic. What is happening here? Another thing you're going to hate, I've lost count of how many things you will hate. When I'm watching the footage, I'm seeing blown highlights all over the place. In fact, whenever I film on this action cam, at some point, I'm just blown by men. It's like the footage is lost to the gods. So we're at minus 7.7 EV comp now. Hopefully you've done something to dignify that, but DJI exposure is not great. Hopefully it's better in the Pocket 3. Like, no face exposure here, unfortunately. So, like, I often have to point up, because if I have any sky in the shot, that looks beautiful. Ignore me. This is the best. So, like, I've seen it over and over again. They're super blown out. And then all the professionals using this DJI Pocket 3 in their manual modes, and they're like, oh, you just need an ND, and then you're blown by men. And it's not just being blown out, it's getting super dark as well. Look at this. This is on the same street, same side of the street, same arm, within like seconds. DJI has 3 different ways to look at you. Super dark, way blown out, or normal. And it happens every time. Look at this. This is within seconds of the video. You already witnessed it. Like super blown out in the middle. Left one's kind of nice. Right one's a little dark. DJI might have the worst auto exposure in existence. It's never reliable, and try to grade it. Because all my clips, it's like, okay, I'll just darken this bit, and then it goes darker. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, color grade, exposure, change the clip and fade it in to counteract? Like, it's ridiculous. I'll show you just a sped up clip where it just like fluctuates so much. GoPro doesn't do this. Most cameras don't do it. Nikon is the best at it, I must say.
Oh, I miss you, Nikon. Let's all get into Z30.
No 10-bit or log in 4K 120p. We've been over that. We don't need to harp on it. It's weird that you're all of a sudden in this and then you switch to 4K 120. In fact, let's show you the shocking difference. I'm going to put it in normal mode. So I'm just normal. Oh, let's switch to 4K 120p in normal mode. Now we're in normal mode in regular vlog. It's just disgusting. It's so contrasty and action cammy bullshit, and you lose all your dynamic range. So like you think you have 4K 120, you lose so much sleep. You know what's hilarious? I was in plus 0.7 EV comp this whole time. I know what I'm doing. We're back in log, minus 0.7. Hopefully now something, oh God. Cloudy day with minus EV comp. What is he doing? One of the things that will annoy you, it's a gimbal. You might think that that gives you superior stabe, and it does, but it's always just kind of awkward to film things. It's, you point here and then it's like, it follows it eventually. In this fucking weird, it's never like, you point an action camera, you're just like, oh, film at that. It's so much more fun and easy and normal to just point things. Whereas the gimbal, you're just like, and then it's like, it's sucking its way towards it. It's not as good. So like there's always going to be, oh, I'm a little off tilted. Oh, whoops. Damn, how do you joystick that? It's never good. And like it's going to happen to you at some point. You're going to want to film something down low and it's like, oh God, it's tilted up. I'm in the wrong mode. Field of view mode. No. That's not even a mode. Point of view. First person, something. I know stuff. But with an action cam, we have digital cropped stabe, which looks unnatural kind of when you're like angry at your son and like you're shaking around in the shot, even though his homework is the one who's not finished. He's a bad kid. He's not going to graduate middle school. He's getting him F-. Why? So it's annoying that fall colors. That the stabe is weird in this, so the real solution is Sony X3000. We're back to that. Optical stabe. Brilliance. Plus a little digital crop. Tiny. Little 10% crop. Man, when's the X4000 coming? This is terrible with the minus 0.7 EV. Wow. Just a side rant. The other day I made a video on this, but I also put the close focusing filter on with the glimmer glass. It was so beautiful and magic. Like, I couldn't believe it. That was on my Vegetable Police channel talking about aliens. And I was like, wow, that is some footage right there. There was a lot of, like, ghosting, mirroring. Like, any light source turns into, like, 5 duplicates. It's a little awkward, but it's cool. It's fun that I can do that. Can't do that on DJI. You wouldn't need to. Close focusing. It can focus wherever it wants. All right, 2 more points to get to. The lens is not that wide. Just from what I'm seeing, people hand holding, it's kind of tight. And then you get this super blurry background. It's not a super fun vlog. I like wide, showing the world. It's like really fun. This is like 15 mil equiv. That's 20. You can get your wide angle adapter. Be prepared to take it off every shot and then put it away in your case. Building bridges and stuff. So it's like, I don't love the field of view, so if it was me, I'm putting that thing on a tripod. I'm getting it way out there. That will not only give you a wider look, but also it will blur the background less because you're further away. So like people are holding it here and then everything's blurry. I'm so exposed. Wow. And that wide angle lens kind of distorts the sides. So does my close focusing filter. It's even worse. It smears the sides. So I don't know, it's just a little distorty, and the fact that you have to take it off and also that you can't use the mist at the same time. You have to decide, do I want a nice, fun, wide look or beautiful, overkilled mist filters? And the last deal-breaking flaw that could have tied into the fact that it's a gimbal, the face tracking mode. I like to be somewhat in a rule of thirds when I vlog. It gives me places to move in the frame and it's showing more, as opposed to this type of thing where you're paranoid. Like, just show the world. The problem is you can tap and face track so you're in that spot, because it's very hard to do that with just a gimbal. You're turning it and then it's like, so you can tap, boom, but your weak ass cannot even hold that light Pocket 3 for very long. You're gonna have to switch arms. I'm in rule of thirds. Oh, now I'm on the other side. You're gonna have to re-tap to switch to this side of a rule of thirds. Didn't think of that, did you? You're not gonna vlog in the rule of thirds, you're just doing this. I see you. I hate you. And last thing, I didn't even think of this, is the hyperlapse. I'm not sure, but usually the gimbals show the up and down steps quite a bit. So like action cams are superior, although I will say the DJI action, I did a hyperlapse the other day, it never looks right. It doesn't even have horizon leveling. And like it's still kind of shaky. It's so stupid that the stabe is tied to the speed. So you have to go super fast to get the best stabe. So like if you go down to five times, like it's slow and weird and you get even worse stabe. It's terrible. Oh my goodness.
Have you seen a wheel that popped off that truck?
Seen what?
A wheel that truck.
No, that's terribly dangerous. Never drive, kids. What's that? Oh my God, his wheel popped off?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen it?
Where did it pop?
Like somewhere. We saw it pop.
Well, that got awkward. The teacher came out and he's like, you can't film here. I'm like, I can actually. It's public space. I can film anywhere I want. And he's like, I'm gonna go get the principal. And I waited for him and they didn't come. I was looking for the kid's wheel. I was looking hard. I hoped I found it. Then the teachers came and they took them away. They're like, come kids, I think it rolled over here. They lied to the kids. They'll never find that wheel without me. So anyway, GoPro has the superior hyperlapse, and I don't know what the Pocket 3 is going to be like. It might not be good. Might be amazing, just likely. If you know what you're doing, it'll be good. I'll leave. What do you think? So I'm just trying to convince you, maybe don't buy it. Yeah, don't just pounce because it's new. Oh my God, this is the best. And all these things happen to you while you're in your daily life. So I saved you from yourself. I'm going to leave. Do you agree? Is there anything else I missed? There could be. Subscribing, are you? For more videos? And now that you're done your vlog like a proper camera should be able to do, your backpack clipping, boom, and then you've brought a lens cap and you are going to protect your camera now. Watch this. Good night to you.